A nigga from Los Angeles writes the BossMack. He say, BossMack, I'm a 28-year-old nigga out here getting to my chili as an electrical engineer. I have one bitch on the team, a 31-year-old RN bitch. She has been on the team for 2 years. When I first added her to the team, I had a 4-bitch rotation. This bitch was so outstanding, I ended up with just her on the team, and I actually just lost my last side bitch like 2 months ago. She was a 25-year-old bad bitch that I just graduated with her master's in fine arts. Anyways, the reason I let that last bitch go is because me and my RN bitch decided to get a place together. We rented out a 3-bedroom luxury apartment in Irvine near the South Coast Plaza. This is a location that's in proximity to both our places of employment. We signed the lease and moved into the spot a month ago. Everything was cool and going smooth. We each have our own rooms, but we do sleep together every night, and we have an additional office space. The issue I had with my bitch arose when I noticed my bitch setting up an altar in her room, in her closet, for Santeria. When I seen it, I was like, what the fuck is that? She explained what it was, BossMack. I was under the impression she went to church every blue moon. She said she did, but it was really only for her family's benefit, mainly for her mother and G-Mom, so they would shut the fuck up. She really practiced Santeria and had a babalao and the whole 9. Then I realized she had candles with saints on them in different locations throughout the apartment. I noticed she wore certain beads, and she had beads hanging up throughout the house. I realized I was surrounded by the artifacts of that religion. I cannot believe I had not noticed anything regarding her true religious view before this. All the whole 2 years we had been together. I asked her to take down the shrine in her room, and she said, why was I tripping? I told her it makes me kind of uncomfortable, and she said the saints that she makes offerings to are good, and I'm acting afraid out of ignorance. BossMack, I just signed the lease to move in here. What is the play right here? What would you do facing these circumstances? Hit the like button for this guy. I will say this. You know, sometimes, you know, when you have like a lot of bitches on the team, right? You can't really focus in on a bitch and really see a bitch for what she really is, man. Sometimes, you know, you got so many bitches, you just notice all the good things about a bitch. Like, you just notice this bitch is the baddest bitch. This bitch had the most money. This bitch is bringing shit to the table the most. You know what I'm saying? And you really haven't really discerned the bitch. You know what I'm saying? You really haven't really did your due diligence on a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't figured out everything. See, I'm trying to figure out everything about a bitch. I'm trying to figure out everything about a bitch. I need to know a bitch's religious beliefs. what do a bitch believe in for real? You know what I'm saying? You know, I need to know that for sure. You know what I'm saying? But you could skate over that shit. You could, cause you see a bitch go to church, she be like, I'm going to church. I'm going to church with my grandma and them, you know. And so you don't go no deeper. You just, she said she went to church, and you leave it right there. And then she having money and she fucking the shit out of you, and then y'all popping out and she a bad bitch, and you didn't vet, you didn't go deep. Right? You didn't go deep. And then you committed. And see, here's the cold part of the game. Here's the cold part of the game. You know, I don't know a whole lot about Santeria like that, but I'm quite sure that you could go to your Babalao and order up something to help, you know, she could go to the Babalao and order up some shit to where, you know, you dismiss all your side bitches. She could order up something like that. She could order up something like that. From what I heard, you could order up something like that. Make him get rid of all his bitches and focus on me. A bitch could order up something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, maybe if you might have, okay, now, you might be able to go to your, you know, to the management of the apartment building. You might be able to go to them and say, look, man, you know, I need to get up out of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, you might have to take an L, you know, depending on how long the lease is. You know what I'm saying? Or you just, you know, endure living there. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you got to vet your bitches. You know, you got to really get in. You got to really figure out your bitches, man. You can't be, you know what I'm saying? You can't be, see, this is a lack of really understanding your bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you really need to, instead of just noticing your bitch go to church and just saying, oh, she go to church. You notice your bitch go to church and you just say, ah, she go to church. Instead of asking the bitch, okay, what is your beliefs? What is your religious beliefs? What do you think is going on out here in the unseen realm? What is going on for you in the unseen realm? I seen you go to church. You know, what's your position on what's going on in the world? And get the real fucking deal, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to get the real deal, you know? But now that you in it, and now it's like you decide to lease, you might have to wait it out, you know what I'm saying? And it's a tricky thing, man. It's a tricky thing, because if you decide to wait it out, I'm gonna keep it tall. I wouldn't give no indication that I was gonna pull the plug. Because I would want to keep it copacetic throughout. I would try to not to give no indication that I would be pulling the plug once the lease went up. I would let that be a surprise. You know what I'm saying? And be like, look, man. Once that time came, I'd be like, you know, it's my religious beliefs. I'm nervous. I'm just be with different religious beliefs, man. I gotta move. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm misunderstood. Hit the like button. If my bitch practice Santeria, she better be moving kilos of the purest cocaine. Nah, she gotta go when things gone bad. She gonna put spells. You gotta ask the secondary and the tertiary questions. Hit the like button for this game. Well, the bitch already said she ain't giving up her religion, man. She ain't giving it up. You know what I'm saying? She ain't giving it up. You know. So, yeah, man, I would try to go get out the lease. See if I could get up out the lease, if I could explain to them and get them to understand. White people be ruthless though, you know, I don't give a fuck. They gonna, you know, but they might, motherfucker might listen. You might be able to plead your case. You might be able to plead your case and be like, look here, man. Look here, man. Look here, man. Go sit down with the manager of the building and be like, look here, man. Listen, man. You know, I know y'all don't have no emotions. I know y'all all business up in here, but look, man, I moved in with my bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was optimistic about our future and whatnot, but then I seen her setting up altars and shit, bro. I didn't know she practiced this certain type of voodoo-like religion, man. Look here, man. I'm afraid. I didn't know. I go to church, man. I need to get up out this lease, man. I know y'all don't do business like this, man, but I need to get up out this lease, man. You know what I'm saying? I did not know she did this, man. Is it a way out this lease, man? And they might have sympathies. I would do that first. I would try that first. And then if they be like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about none of that. Y'all better have y'all rent. Then, okay, all right, you know. Then you gonna, you know, however long the lease is, you're going to have to try to get through it. Hit the like button for this game. BossMack pioneered the triple camera angle experience. They are trying their best to keep up with the Mac. I don't know. I ain't seen nobody. Santeria will have shit all over the house in the neighborhood. He could stop paying his portion of the rent and force her to put him out or get off the lease. Yeah. The leasing office might be willing to put you in a similar apartment in a different building. Landlord gonna be like, you gotta work that out. I got a Puerto Rican bitch. Borbalism. I got a Puerto Rican bitch just last week attempt her hex unsuccessfully. Hey man. I would try to. I would go through my what do they call it when a quarterback go through his progressions? I would go through my progressions. I would go to the rental office, and hopefully it's a man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's a man, and I would explain that, like, look, man, look, bro. I did not know she practices this type of religion, man. I am afraid. I need to get out this lease. And he might let you out. He might be like, all right, fuck it. I feel you, man. He might be. Niggas be afraid of bloody rice and sex magic, but y'all fucking these hoes on their period. Facts. And eating pussy on their period. And doing that, all that shit. Weirdo ass niggas. You weirdo ass nigga. Any of y'all niggas out there eating bitch pussy on a period, you's a nasty ass weird motherfucker. A lot of y'all niggas, and y'all niggas that still be fucking with bitches on a period, y'all niggas is some nasty. Let me look in the camera. Y'all niggas that do that, y'all niggas is some thirsty, nasty motherfuckers, man. Penny smelling ass niggas smelling pennies in the room and shit. Weirdo ass motherfucker, man. Can't wait, impatient ass motherfucker.